I think you're a reflection of your coach. I think you take on the demeanor of your coach. By not being afraid to play this tough of a non-conference schedule, I think he feels like he can keep his players in tune and get them ready for his conference play. That's my take on it. I think he just thinks, I mean, look at him. He's very dramatic. He's very charismatic over there. I think he looks for his players to follow his lead. But it can take a beating on you, too. If you go 0-12, I mean, it downright beats you.
Heidfeld now 10 of 20 on the season from behind the arc. That's an even 50%, if my math is right. That's impressive for a guy at 6'11". I can think of a guy in the NBA named Dirk Nowitzki who can shoot like that.
Yeah, and the thing,
that size.
They have the advantage. Oh, look at Pargo sneak up behind him and just take the ball away from Jock Jones.
Great lead. Heidfeld. Oh, boy.
You know, I wasn't even actually watching the dunk above the rim. I was watching his legs. Did you see the little kick that he had in there? That's a little twist Josh has added to his dunks.
He's got 14 points, 5 rebounds. He's scored the last 11 now for Gonzaga. Pargo, great feed.
See that little kick back? You saw that? Yeah, that was a great feed. Look at that, one-handed. Here it is. Oops.
Jones thought about taking the charge, and then he said, no, his knees are too high. That's too close to my nose.
Oh, he felt Josh's Heidfeld pressure right there of dunking that ball on him. That's why he got out of the way.
Well, you know, I guess you can't really tell a whole lot because it's Texas Southern, but the one thing that is obvious to me, Craig, is that this team is playing with a lot more energy than when we saw them against the University of Arizona. Oh. They could not match the emotion of the Wildcats down there, in my opinion.
No, and having been a player in the NBA, you know, and on those road trips where you go 2 weeks sometimes and play game after game on the road, it wears on you sometimes. And I'm sure the Zags, even though they were able to come back after the Indiana game and only go down to Pullman for that, and so they were back at home for a while. But the confines of this building, the security they have in this place is unbelievable.
Be sure to join us or stay with us at halftime on FSN. We'll go back to the studio with Nicole and Lamar Hurd. On KHQ, we'll get you all the latest on the winter storm coverage. Actually, it's Francis who's still back in the studio with Nicole. 10 on the shot clock. Here's the drive. Rebound by Jones, and he's fouled by Micah Downs.
Well, I got to believe that.
Josh Heidfeld off to a tremendous start for Gonzaga. 15 points. He had the big dump. Nice three-point shot. Gonzaga up big. And welcome back. Gonzaga leading Texas Southern 44-17. Josh Heidfeld, 6 of 9, 15 points, 5 rebounds. Of course, against the University of Arizona last week, 6 points, 7 rebounds. I know after that game, Mark Few admitted that he did not get enough out of his number 4 and his number 5 down the stretch of that game, and he challenged Josh in this game. Josh, you are the guy on this team. You've got to come out and play hard every night, or we got a chance to lose.
Well, the one thing that we didn't show on that was Josh played 34 minutes in that game, which is extended from what he's normally used to playing. And I think maybe against a top team like Arizona, and they got a top player in Jordan Hill, maybe he expended a little bit too much energy out there. Didn't have it on the offensive end for him because of that.
And we haven't talked about it yet, but Robert Sacre, the 7-foot sophomore out of North Vancouver, did not play in that game against Arizona. It's not sure when he's going to be back. He's injured that foot again with the stress fracture in it. And Coach Jew admitted to me that, look, if we had Robert in that game, then Josh gets more breaks. He's better when we can get him in and out of the game and coming in with fresh legs.
Yeah, I played with against a guy named Cornbread Maxwell. He used that same analogy. I'm better at 30 minutes a game. I'll get you more stats in that period of time than I would in 40 minutes of the game.
And so that's what's interesting as we look ahead to the University of Connecticut. Obviously, that team is really big at the 4 and 5. Josh is going to have to play a lot, and we may see the likes of Will Foster making appearances in that game because Robert Sacre will not play again on Saturday.
Yeah, his foot's in the boot again.
And there's a shot clock violation. Gonzaga unable to score. Not a good possession there, coming off a timeout. As we look at Robert Sacre. 7 feet. He's a mountain.
And always looking
raw, but he's a mountain.
He's always looking good too, doesn't he?
Well, he'll tell you nice he is.
Yeah, he will. He will definitely tell you that. He definitely feels
he is
comfortable in his own skin.
A delightful guy, Robert Sacre. He's fun to be around, actually.
Oh, he's colorful. He is very colorful.
Hamid Ford, number 12, into the game. He's got the basketball now for Texas Southern, a freshman out of LA. 5 on the shot clock. Into the corner. Burrell doesn't know how much time's left and then throws up the desperation heave.
I don't think in all the years of basketball I've seen 2 possessions, 2 35-second clocks expired. Didn't Gonzaga turn the ball over down on their end?
Yes. That is 2 possessions in a row.
2 possessions in a row.
And that officially makes those 2 possessions not very good.
No, those are the ones you don't want.
Kind of boring basketball.
Boring basketball, exactly. You don't want to see it. Although I would,
you know something, there's 30 inches of snow outside, and I'm not shoveling.
No, but we can go sledding.
So to me,
afterwards.
it was a beautiful thing. Here's Bolden inside off the glass.
Matt continuing to have a great half for the Zags. Doing a little bit of everything. He's the one guy you always like to read about in the paper because what did he do on Sunday? He played sick. And look at the dimes going around Gonzaga. Got 15 of them going there. That's good when you got 15 assists. That means you're distributing and sharing the wealth.
Texas Southern now 8 of 24 shooting. They're struggling getting the ball in the hole. And Bolden with another 3. Gonzaga now 9 of 11. Bolden 3 of 4. He's got 11 points.
Well, it's just like you tell a kid not to do something, and what does he do? He goes out and does it, right? I'm sure the Zags, after that poor performance at 3-point shooting in Phoenix, were told not to shoot so many threes, but what do? They go right out and knock down 9 of 11 in the first half.
Heitfeld going to be called on a foul here. I guess not. They gave the foul on Ricky Boyles. Sure looked like Heitfeld was over the back to me.
Well, it's all for nothing because Matt Bolden's outshining all of them right now. Great drive to the basket, using the backboard that time, knocking down a 3. He got 11 first half points. That's his average for the year, so Matt having a fantastic first half.
Gonzaga's made their last 6 shots. For the game, they're 19 of 30. That's 63%. Under a minute now to play in the first half. Daya fall away. And you let him catch the ball there, and that shooting percentage is only going to go up.
Yeah, that's one of Austin's best plays is getting the defender right on him and then falling away using that 6'11" frame to get the shot off.
Fargo stripped from behind. This is Henderson. Day with a block. Nope. The foul call. He did block the ball, but he picked up the personal foul as well.
His right hand was up in the air blocking the shot, and it looks like the official is calling the left hand on the body, and we'll see. Our body, that's pretty clean. Austin having a little fun with the fans, saying, you know, I think that was pretty clean, but.
Henderson at the free throw line. I will say this. Austin's never had a foul called against him that he's liked. He may have been right about that one.
He's got that one for sure. He had a lot of room in between him and the shooter that time.
Henderson out of, how do I say this, Craig? Texarkana, Texas?
Texarkana.
Texarkana.
Texarkana. It's right between, it's on the tip of Texas.